Fae Farm has taken the cozy gaming community by storm, and I'm not immune. I've been addicted to this fun little game, and I'm going to share 15 of the tips that I hope will be useful to you. Let me know which ones are, and I'll start with this one. When fishing, I found that you can avoid losing fish when it's pulling away from you by mashing the A button, then hold A as it comes towards you. Fishing in Fae Farm has received polar reactions. Some love it, some don't. I really like it. Digging at mounds is one way of foraging in the game, but I found that whilst holding A can help with a sore thumb, I've invested time and florins to upgrade my tools to make sure to work. Going from copper to iron shovel halves the time. The smart single action button to water can be handy, but be careful as you can inadvertently pluck your flowers. When you're out of water for your watering can, you can fill it up just by swimming around, so that can be a brief time saver. I created a single bed to house my first hybrid flower, which was made from a yellow tulip and a white lily. It kinda made a beige tulip, so I'm clearing the space to potentially make some more. And yes, you can move your flowers. Your pockets will get full, so you'll need to use your storage shed. Our instinct might be to hit A to bring up the dialogue to move or transfer items, but you can use the L button to quickly transfer the selected items from your pocket to your storage shed, or vice versa. You'll also have the option to hit R to move all items from your pockets to your storage for things that have at least one thing in your storage. That's so useful. A daily task is tending to your animals, however they'll only give you produce when you feed them. Thankfully the game is very lenient if you forget to. However, one thing is worth getting is the trough upgrade. For the cost of 1500 florins, this allows you to get up to 10 days worth, so that buys you some time to do some other stuff, like mining. Before we cover mining, you can use the left direction on the D-pad to use emotes and call over your animals. And don't forget to use this handy little animal checklist of petting and brushing your animals daily. Mining takes the energy out of you, but what I love about the game is the non-invasive way of replenishing your energy. Having food in your pockets will bring up this prompt to hit ZR to eat the food, allowing you to easily continue your mining. It's a minefield in the mine of so many types of clumps. Like what I did there, this one is coal, this other one yields stone, and these brown ones will give you clay. What about these orange spiky ones? They are copper, a useful material, so go crazy on them. Particularly when you're making seals to save your place in the mines. Then as you get deeper in the mine, you'll get to these. Iron looks like copper, but a greyish one, and these other ones like peridot, which is green, citrine is yellow, so think of a lemon, which is yellow, and bluish, which is aquamarine. That one makes sense. When you finally have yourself an iron pickaxe, holding Y will allow you to use your magic, which is the blue meter at the top left. This allows you to make quick work of multiple clumps, up to 6 if you can position yourself well. Watch out for those guys. If you've wondered what happens when you lose health in the mines, this happens. You land at the front, but you get to re-enter with the heart gauge as where you left off. But be careful when opening your pockets in the dungeons, as I think this is a bug. The baddies still attack you when the game is paused. When looking at the dungeon tracker, it's great to see what sort of material can be mined and the abundance of it. I'd recommend creating the seals for each of the floors for easy access, as these can be mined materials and a great source of income, even uncrafted. I found it really useful to activate the seal near my house and near the saltwater mines, to allow me to quickly teleport back and forth, especially when it came to emptying my pockets. As I got used to the island, or is it a world, I'd often use the map to track individual, which was really handy. This is also particularly useful if you're using it to try and locate side quests with the exclamation or question marks, which are ready to be claimed quests. On certain locations like the West Town or Spooky Woods, you have the option to track that location, but it's more of a teleport point than the location itself, as I mentioned just before. Thanks heaps to the brilliant channel members AG Nation. Here's another video for you to watch.